tell from that little intro, I have another project car. This one is more of a sentimental car, but it's not going to change what I'm using it for. It is a 2003 Hyundai Tiburon GT V6. I believe it has 110,000 miles on it. We will try and get that info later once I maybe put the charger on the battery. The quick and dirty of the story and why it's a little sentimental for me. One of my close friends bought it new, loved it. I love unique cars. I love angled cars. I love hatchbacks, as you can tell from all my other projects. He bought it new, had it a few years, and then offered to sell it to me. At that point, I was making like 20K a year, couldn't afford full coverage insurance, yada, yada, yada. Then my sister, the bitch, bought it. I say that lovingly. And she drove it for years. I mean, not the best on maintenance, but she drove it. It was taken care of. And then it just kind of sat because of things in her life. And I always just kind of looked at it and kind of wanted it. But at the same time, I was never in a spot to even try and justify it. Comes today. I gave her a little bit of money because I didn't want to empty out what I had left in savings right now because I have some spending habit problems. But she said, just take it, get it out of the driveway. I'll pay her later. So here it is. The short and skinny of what it needs is it's been sitting for about 3 years, I think, maybe 4. I need to probably clean out the gas tank, replace the fuel pump. It worked the last time we tried to start it, but it's not worth worrying about. Needs a timing belt. It's like 5,000 miles over. Last time I drove it, it needed new suspension, pretty much all maintenance stuff. So in the coming weeks or months, it depends on how my time goes and how this Corolla that you're sitting on is going. I'll work on it sparingly. Eventually, the Corolla will be in a spot that I don't need to work on it right now. And then we'll just go full bore, get it back to stock, good driving condition, replace all fluids, replace all parts needed, and get it driving. Its end goal is going to be Utah SCCA, whatever rally. I'm going to take it rally driving. I'm going to plan for stock class first, do that for at least a year, and then maybe start upgrading it, like adding coilovers to raise it up a little bit of performance, things like that. But I can't do any of that till I get it in good stock shape. Some of that will be things that are kind of irrelevant for rally racing, such as recondition the leather, see if I can find a good product. I've got one to try right now that I'll show later or in another video to try and revive the leather because it's as hard as a brick. Maybe try and touch up the paint or look to wrap the car, like clean it up and just get it wrapped where it's good enough. I'll figure those things out as I go. But for now, since I've probably interweaved little B shots and things like that to show the condition of the car, we're going to wash it when the sun goes down a little bit and just clean it up, get the cobwebs out, stuff like that. So anyway, let's get going. I forgot one more thing. The perk to this car is I know its entire history. At like 10 or 15,000 miles, the clutch slave or clutch master, I always get the names confused, the one on the transmission started leaking, destroyed the clutch. My good friend had it replaced under warranty. That was new throwout bearing, clutch, things like that. Had the gauge cluster go out. It still apparently has that intermittently the last time I fiddled with it. It also had that cluster replaced under warranty. So, And the only other thing it's ever had is my sister, her neighbors inadvertently backed into the quarter panel where you saw all the glossy paint. So that's been the car's entire history of damage. That's it. And if I were to count the maintenance on it, done. It's had no maintenance. That's its biggest drawback. But anyway, let's get back to making it look pretty-ish. So, now that she's clean, here's the odometer replacement thing. So that happened at 14K. And I've got the charger trying to trickle charge a mostly dead battery. But we got a little bit of use out of it. So, you look around, I mean, really pretty clean. I am kind of surprised, like, the dash is still in good shape. Door panels. It ran and drove before it got parked. So, let's do this. So, yeah. On the odometer, we're at 100,408 miles. And a full tank of gas, so that'll be a pain when I have to drain that out. But, yeah, seems good. I am personally kind of excited for this project, but it's got to wait its turn. So yeah, this is just a little intro. If anyone feels the need to converse, ideas, or whatever, I'm game to chit chat. So, like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.